How are you? How do you feel about going against the other candidates? Like, I don't want to be like putting you against the other people, but like at the end of the day, we have Sue and Alex, and I heard there's Lionel. Lionel's another one I learned the name of recently, and
Yeah.
then I think there's another one. So with all of these candidates out there, what is the main reason that people should be picking Matthew Kerr over other people?
I mean, I'm a fresh face in the game. And my goal is to give proper representation to both sides of the borough. I mean, you have NDG and you have Côte des Neiges, and I really want to make it a universal borough. I think Sue Montgomery she's kind of carved a niche out for herself, within the Monkland village and the kilometer radius around it. But the borough extends so much larger than that. um, and I'm here to listen to the people as well. And I really, truly, genuinely want to form a connection with the people in the borough, with the citizens. And I want to hear their ideas and I want to talk to them, you know. You have Lionel Perez as well. On the other hand, he's, associated himself with the Coder administration. We've seen Coder. We know a little bit what he's about. We know how his system runs, whether it's like the $40 million lights on the bridge, the $1 million gazebo in Mount Royal. He's an individual that takes money and just, this is our money, this is taxpayer dollars, right? These big highfalutin projects, Formula E, someone's got to pay for that, and it's us, right? Dog breeding dog bans, as well. Um, that was a motion that he was pushing for, during his time in office. So how what makes you think that anything is going to be different, right? If the Coder administration comes back in. So I'm here to represent a new party, Movement Montréal, Balarama Holness. He's running for the mayor of Montreal. I mean, Matthew Kerr running for the mayor of ndg-cdn, Mauricio Pena running for city councilor Snowden. So, that's what we have right now. We'll be announcing, new candidates for city councilors in the near future, but we're here and we're genuinely passionate about representing.
I appreciate that. Okay, I'm curious to know. So we have Sue, and you brought up this Monkland thing, and I'm like, huh. Come to think of it, yeah, nobody does care about my part of NDG that much. That's my general. Although they are doing a construction thing in Loyola Park, and nobody, I don't know what it is. We debate what it is, but I don't know what it is. Um, but then I realized, yeah, it doesn't seem like people really care that much about my part of the neighborhood. Just it does feel like Monkland Village is pretty lit though. It has gotten nice over there, which also kind of tapped into what Sandrine was saying, is that Sherbrooke has to compete with Monkland in a big way if you're over there. So that's all stuff I never
But
actually
sure,
thought about before.
right. Sherbrooke has, so much to offer too. There's so many great, small businesses there. And I don't know why Monkland gets all the hype. I don't know why you see Monkland all the time. Coder was just there the other day snapping photos with his team. And no, the borough is huge. It's the biggest borough in Montreal.
Yeah,
So why?
it's like when did I mean? I'm just baffled by that. I'm like, because I grew up here, and I'm like, Sherbrooke's dope, and then all of a sudden, Monkland wasn't that cool. No offense to Monkland people, but like when I was young, Monkland had like was okay. It was like
Right.
weak Sherbrooke. Um, but how do you actually plan on connecting with people, like just on a personal level? Because that's super fascinating to me. I imagine, I don't know how Sue does it. I'm gonna ask her if I talk to her. I'm gonna ask everybody how they, like, at a more logistical level. Like, is it social media? Are they gonna, you're gonna be in the parks? Like, how do people find you? How do you accomplish that part of the goal?
I mean, I think elections and ground are gained on the ground. It's going to be a ground game. It's going to be knocking on doors. It's going to be, introducing myself to people in public, in small businesses, holding meet and greets. We were just in Côte des Neiges. We were at Kent Park rather last weekend. We were talking with people in there and getting our message across. And you know, you know the 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 support was great, and that's what we're going to keep on doing. Approaching the citizens in public, respectfully. Some people have already made up their mind who they're voting for, right? It doesn't matter who Matthew Kerr is, so, but that's okay. I want to hear from them anyway. I want to speak to them, and that's how it's going to be done. We have social media platforms as well. I'm on Instagram, the real ndg. I'm going to be launching my Facebook page as well. It's already set up, but I just have to get that out there. Mauricio has his Facebook page set up. So there's so many avenues to get in touch with me and in touch with the team. And I encourage people to hit me up directly. Don't be shy. Send me the DM. Like I'm going to respond. I'm going to read your message, and I want to hear from everyone. I want to hear from as many people as possible. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. At this point, I'm not really sure, like, I don't want to, like, stretch this out just for the sake of stretching it out. So I don't know what other questions that I could ask at this point. I think you answered a lot of stuff. So if anyone out there has other questions, you guys can feel free to ask. And since there's delays and whatnot before people will answer, do you have any, like, remarks or anything you want to say to the people that hasn't been said?
I think we covered, just about everything. Just to reiterate, Movement Montréal, Matthew Kerr, Mauricio Peña, we're here, we're running in the election, and we are hardworking, genuine people that want to make a difference in the borough. I really truly want to connect with the individuals in the borough. If you have ideas, I want to hear them. If you're an expert in something, please reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just going to be so important throughout this whole process, and we've just began too. We only announced officially pretty well today all everyone that's running up until this point, so we have a summer cut out for us, but it's going to be a ground and pound game, and we're going to be everywhere and always available. And yeah, at the risk of repeating myself, just get in contact, reach out, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a post, and don't be shy. And hopefully I'll be back on the show again, maybe, towards the end of the summer to kind of address some more, questions and maybe things that people aren't happy with that I mentioned today. So, I mean, I'd love to come back. Thank you for having me. And
yeah, man. I mean...